women are often less likely to follow the path of crime. And one key reason for this difference is the social and cultural expectations that shape their lives. But have you ever wondered what happens when a woman decides to step into the world of crime? Well, in today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the life of a woman who defied these expectations and not only embraced a life of criminality, but also managed to amass fortunes that rival some of the world's wealthiest individuals. So, what drove this woman to break the mold and venture into the realm of criminal wealth? Let's find out. In a world where Mexico has long been a pivotal player in the global drug trade, the spotlight has mostly shone on the notorious male figures who lead the cartels. However, amid this shadowy landscape, a woman emerged who would not only survive but thrive in the heart of the Mexican drug cartel. Her name was Sandra Avila Beltran, and she was known as the Queen of the Pacific. Her story was a remarkable one, marked by a unique ability to navigate a perilous path and amass a considerable fortune, estimated at around $15 million. What set her apart was her notoriety, stemming from her alleged involvement in orchestrating a fleet of tuna boats used to smuggle vast quantities of cocaine from Mexico's Pacific coast to the United States, the world's largest cocaine market. Sandra lived a life of opulence, often seen with suitcases filled with millions of dollars in $100 bills. Rumors even swirled about her knowledge of a substantial $100 million bribe offered to a Mexican president. Money, power, and influence were undeniably central to her life, leaving us to think about what led her down this perilous path into the criminal world. Sandra Avila Beltran's life journey begins in the heart of the Mexican drug trade. She was born into a family deeply tied to the Guadalajara cartel, where she grew up amid the lavish lifestyle and vast wealth that characterized this clandestine world. In her early years, Sandra harbored dreams of pursuing a career in journalism, a path far removed from the perilous reality of drug trafficking. However, destiny had other plans for her. Sandra ventured into the criminal underworld where she would make her mark. With her magnetic personality, she quickly garnered the attention of those in power. What sets Sandra's story apart is her steadfast refusal to partake in cocaine, a choice made to preserve the respect she had earned among her male counterparts. Driven by a determination to carve her own path, she managed to captivate cartel leaders, cultivate relationships with influential figures, and even take command of a fleet of 30 cars. Yet, Sandra's ascent to power was far from smooth. A dark chapter unfolded when her son was kidnapped, thrusting her into the spotlight of law enforcement scrutiny and turning her into a fugitive on the run. In this new, perilous existence, she faced the harsh realities of evading capture. Paradoxically, Sandra found an exhilarating rush in the dangerous escapades that defined her life as a fugitive, marking a chapter in her story where danger and adrenaline met at every turn. During her time as a fugitive, Sandra Avila Beltran transcended into a legend in her own right, becoming the subject of a popular narco-corrido song titled "Party in the Mountains." This newfound fame, however, came at a steep price. Her once guarded anonymity was shattered, leaving her exposed to numerous assassination attempts. One particularly harrowing ambush claimed the life of her partner, and she narrowly escaped with her own. As fate would have it, Sandra's life as a fugitive eventually drew to a close when she was apprehended alongside her new partner, Juan Diego Espinosa, a prominent cocaine dealer. Her arrest brought a sense of relief, as she understood that the protective shield of wealth and influence could only safeguard her for so long. Although she has since been released, Sandra now focuses on embracing a more opulent lifestyle, a marked departure from the perilous and tumultuous past she once navigated with unwavering resolve.